Welcome everybody back. We didn't get to do one of our Facebook Live meetings last week as we were out on fall break. And so now we get to resume that. We want to thank Craig Hall and the Heavener Ledger for providing us with this opportunity to do the Facebook Live update for all of our school patrons in our community and surrounding area and stuff. So anyway, we just got a few things that we're going to talk about. We're still in the middle of like extracurricular activities, but we've got a lot of different things that's fixing to change. Just like today, we're fixing to shift over into indoor sport of basketball, so we want to kind of keep everybody abreast of some of our conference recommendations and procedures that they've come up with. We are a member of a basketball conference, and so that conference has come. We've all met together and come up with some really good safety procedures and protocols and stuff. So anyway, I'm joined here today. I got Lower Elementary Principal Diane Cox and Athletic Director Jim Rowe, and then our high school and middle school. They will get here and be here and provide us with their updated information. But they may be running a little bit late, and so we're going to go ahead and get started. And if not, because they do also have a school to run, and they've got different activities and different kind of scenarios that they've got to go take care of, and they still have their day job, so to speak. So anyway, Ms. Cox, you going to kick it off for us
yes,
today? All right.
Yes, Mr. Wilson, very first thing off the bat here, I would like to have a shout out there for Sarah Bain. She is our third grade classroom teacher, and she received an award from Arvest for We Love Teachers. She was nominated, and she's going to receive a $500 gift for supplies or anything that she might need for her classroom. So we will get a picture when she gets that check. We'll take a picture and get that on our Facebook so everyone can see her.
Shout out to Sarah. Way to go, Sarah.
She has. She's done a great job this year. First year that she's been in the actual classroom for us, she's been an aide for us for many years, and had this opening, and she took it for me, and I appreciate that so much. We needed her.
She did take it, didn't she?
Yes, she did. She did.
And we knew that she would do an excellent job just by her internal and how she's driven.
Her dedication,
and how she's driven to work hard and stuff. And so seeing her get that award, I mean, that is a good thing. But it's no surprise either, is it? Because
it's not.
She is a go-getter, and we're appreciative to have Sarah on board with us.
Yes. And then we had a miscommunication about our picture retake. It was on the calendar. It was on our district calendar. It's been everywhere, and I've told the virtual parents for weeks now that they were to come today to have their picture taken. And the photographers didn't show up, and so I had Miss Carla call, and they said they were told to come on the 17th of November. But so what we're going to do, though, they're going to be here next Thursday, October the 29th, for elementary retakes. That doesn't have anything to do with high school and seniors. It's elementary, pre-K through 8th grade, retakes, and our virtual students. So we need you to come. Even if you're a virtual student, we still want your picture in our yearbook, and that's what these pictures are for. And so next Thursday, October the 29th at 9:30 in the main elementary for virtual students, and then we will make sure that those kiddos that were not here on our actual picture date will get theirs made. And then tomorrow is our flu clinic. And I believe Nurse Jamie will set that up in the cafeteria on the stage. Yes,
9 o'clock. It begins at 9 a.m. You can get the permission forms. They must be filled out. If you download it off the website, it's under, I believe it's under forms, isn't it right? Documents, and then it's under forms. There's a tab there that says forms, and then you'll see it. It says flu clinic. Okay. You need to have that downloaded and filled out for tomorrow, or you can get one through the offices, through the high school office, the mid-level office, or the lower elementary office. But you need to have that filled out prior to coming there, because as we get ready, they're going to start at 9 o'clock, and they're going to be running them through. So anyway,
And then next Friday, October the 30th, it's going to be our Rise and Shine. We're going to do it like we did in September. It will be done through Google Meet with each of the classrooms. And then when that's over with, Mr. Arena will get it uploaded onto our Facebook page so everyone can view it, you know, since we're still practicing our social distancing. It worked out pretty well last time, and so it'll be even better this time since we've had a practice. Just a reminder that if you come for picture retakes or for the flu clinic, that masks are required in all of our buildings. So.
That's correct. That's right. So yeah, if you're coming up, you got to get your. Now you don't have to take your picture with the mask.
No.
That's right. But you do have to have it. Yes. Very good reminder. Yes. There's our high school guys, Mr. Nelson and Mr. Craig. All right. We'll start with you, Mr. Craig. You got anything for the public?
Not a whole lot to say. We have our band royalty tomorrow night, and like to see everyone come to that.
Yeah.
And everything. You know, was going to line up and everything at 6. And we're playing rolling, so get ready and cheer us on.
That's right.
And if your son or daughter's on virtual, we're sending out letters this week, so you hopefully won't receive one, but some of you will.
Mm-hmm. And if you do, you need to read it.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, if you do receive the letter, please read it, because it's a correspondence that's pretty important, just to be quite honest with you. And it's about, you know, not doing some things, you know, in the classroom or excuse me, not doing things, you know, virtually or whatever, you know. And I'd like to say that it's you know, but it's an important letter because, you know, we're about 12 weeks in now, 11 weeks in. Is that right? 11 weeks in, going into the semester. And so there's a need for these letters to go out as we get ready to try to, because we don't want our kids to get further behind and stay behind, okay? That's why this correspondence is important, all right? So, you know, if you receive that letter, please read it, reach out to your building principals or your students' teachers, but it's got some vital information. All right, what else, Mr.
That's all I have, sir.
That's right.
Mr. Nelson, you just said, all right.
I was just gonna explain about the letters we sent out
Well,
yesterday and
Yeah, add to it, man.
make sure that,
Yeah.
you know, we only send them out if the students were
Mhm.
having trouble in several classes.
Right.
And there's a lot of virtual students that are having
Yeah.
trouble in multiple classes.
Right.
And your
Parents
students'
need-
grades are in the letters, what they have in each class.
Yeah.
Parents need to pay attention to that and do some decision making about the education,
Right.
about where they need to stay.
Yeah.
They need to come back to virtual, to traditional school or.
And here's the other thing, you know, let's just throw it out there, you know, if you have a virtual student and you don't get a letter, maybe call the office anyway, because maybe you were supposed to get a letter. You know, maybe it got
Somebody got
there
somebody.
ahead of you. You know, maybe somebody, you know, is what, you know, maybe they don't want you to know. You know, I'm talking about, you know, I don't know. I hate to say that a kid would do that, but they might. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but the bottom line of it is, you know, it doesn't hurt that if you got a student that's on virtual, you know, and you're thinking that they're making straight A's, reach out to find out if they are making straight A's. Because if they're not, that's why these letters are going out. Because again, we are concerned about where some of our virtual kids, where they're currently at in a snapshot of their academic standing right now, they're going to need help. Some of them are needing help in not just one class, but several. So anyway, all right. Anything else, gents?
No.
All right.
That's
All right, here's old.
That was
here's-
short and sweet,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah. Speaking of short, we won't go with sweet just yet,
Well,
but here's Coach Rowe.
it might be long, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And just kind of keep you updated, rest of the week, what's going on. Today we open up with our basketball season with our elementary. 5th and 6th grade will play at 4:30 today at Hevener. We're looking forward to that. You know, and we'll go over the protocol here in a minute about some of our conference rules. Also, Mr. Craig, you know, he stole my thunder with the football game Friday night. That's okay. We play Roland tomorrow night. It'll be band royalty. I think it will start around 6:30. So we encourage everybody to come out and support the Wolves. And go on to some other things, some news and some shout outs. Our junior high cross country team last week, they went and competed, and they ended up third in the state, which was outstanding. Our junior high boys came in third. Our third junior high girls came in ninth. So our junior high boys came in third, our junior high girls came in ninth. We had 3 medalists, Isaiah Cook, Chris Vasquez, and Seth Lynch. A big shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was outstanding. Our high school cross country, they go this week to Kiefer, I believe, for the regional. So we expect them to do really well. Also, most of you might be aware, because of COVID-19, football this fall, they've been averaging 25 cancellations a week. And so
That's across all classes.
across all, the whole state of Oklahoma, all
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah.
So they met last week and they decided some of these games can't be made up. So this year they're going to allow every team who wants to participate in the playoffs, play in the playoffs. So like I say, we still have 3 games left.
Mhm.
You know, if we can pull up a win or 2 in the next 3 weeks, you know, we could come in third in our district. So we're far fetched from being out of it. So that's the good news for our football boys. They'll have a chance, and it gives them incentive to even work harder.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a big shout out goes to our softball team, fast pitch softball team. We had 3 girls make all district: Destiny McGee, Morgan Smith, and Kenley Brandt.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big honor. We were in a very, very tough softball conference, and when you have girls and, you know, make all district, that's a big honor. Also want to remind everybody, our gold membership has been going well. Still encourage you to, if you want to help out our athletic department, at the same time get a gold membership, which will allow you to get in any athletic event free of cost for you and your family. You know, with the exception of OSSA playoffs. And I want to thank everybody so far. We've had a lot of support.
Yeah, what was you up to? Did I say 26
So
or
we're
27,
pretty high,
27 or something like that? So,
I'd like to see a lot more.
yeah, our goal, you know, I mean, we're a ways from our goal, but, you know, from a rural community, hardworking, you know, eastern Oklahoma town, that's a pretty good deal of support right there. I think it was 27, if I remember right, 26, 27 of those. And so guess what? You know, hey, that's over a quarter of the way to our goal for the year, and we even kind of started it, you know, in this school year, you know, and that type of thing. But here's the deal, you know, when you're a hard-working rural community, you know, your community is going to get behind you. But now here's the key to this, okay? You can be an alumni. You can live, you know, all over, you know, the United States or all over the world. We'll still send you a gold membership. You could still support, you know, the old purple and gold. You know what I'm saying? So reach out to us on Facebook Live, or excuse me, Facebook or homepage. Reach out to Coach Roll. You know, he's got Facebook. He's also got, you know, school phone. You know, get those memberships in, because, you know, here's the thing. You know, all across, you know, the nation, you know, rural communities, you know, they rely on their school. The school relies on the community for those needed, you know what I'm saying, getting out there and helping to meet those needs. And then conversely, you know, your school, you know, is wanting to be part of your community. You know, that's a vital part of our community. You know, whenever we have different activities that take place. Now, we will tell you that 2020 has been kind of an odd year. You know, there was a couple activities that were pretty instrumental in, you know, that we, with the Lions Club, you know, well, we didn't get to have that particular, what was it called, the fall festival?
Lions Club Carnival.
Lions Carnival, yeah, and we didn't get to participate in that, and that's kind of a tradition, you know, and so, but that just had us where we're at, you know, that's where we're at right now. But the school always participates heavily in that, you know, and stuff. So we want to be able to be part of, you know, the community. And I'm telling you, you know, and that's part of being, that's part of being hard-nosed, being tough, is getting you support out there and getting your kids and you know, making them mentally tough and physically tough. That's what part of athletics and extracurricular activities, that's what they do for you. All right, keep on rolling.
Well, and I think Mr. Wilson's going to cover some of our conference rules on our basketball games. You know, we've been looking around, and some of you know, like Oklahoma City, for middle school basketball, they're not allowing no fans. High school, they're going to limit to 25%. You know, we met, we did a lot of discussion. You know, we want to allow as many people as we can, you know, with safety protocols in place, so our student athletes can continue to play, and at the same time, let our fans come and watch. Today, if you plan on coming to the elementary game, you'll see when you walk in, there'll be aisles, no seating. You know, we hope that you follow those guidelines. We ask you that you do wear a mask, and when you come in, and if you go sit down, and you want to take it off, that's fine. If you want to wear it, you don't wear it. The more things that we can do to protect our students, the more likely we are to have a successful basketball season.
Without any disruptions.
Without any disruptions, right.
Right.
So,
And knock on wood, that's what we've been able to accomplish in
yes, we have.
football.
Yes, we
Our
have.
whole district is been able to, I don't think we've lost one district game yet,
No,
in our district.
Football, we're one of the very few districts who have not been flagged during the football
That
playoffs.
doesn't mean it might not happen,
Right.
a week from now, but right now, though, it's because of a lot of due diligence, so.
Yes, so that's about it. I don't know if you want to cover a few of the
Well,
guidelines.
yes, we're gonna come back to
Okay.
that, and just kind of getting into that and, and let's just pick it up, the conference rules, here's the big thing right here, okay? You come in, now when we say the conference rules, this is gonna be the rules for our high school, our junior high, and our elementary, okay? You come in, you're gonna have a temperature check, just like we have been doing at our softball games and at our football games. There's gonna be somebody there to take your temperature, okay? Now here is the key, if you're too sick to be at school, you're too sick to be at work, you're too sick to be at a basketball game.
Yes.
Okay, that's just the bottom line of it is. So, if you're too sick, if you've had a fever, if you think you've been around somebody that's had the COVID, if you've been tested, okay, and you're waiting on results, you don't need to be there. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like this, but we don't want you there, okay? Because we don't want that to spread, okay? So, in the long run, where we're at is this, okay? The conference has come up with this, all right? Now, we're looking at seating. We're not limiting seating, right now, but we are trying to have every other row, and I think that's where Coach was trying to tell you a while ago. Is that right?
Yes,
Y'all do every other row?
Right, with the guidelines, I think we hold, you can cover that.
1,050, yeah.
1,050, so
Yeah.
we'll still be able to get 525 in there comfortable and under the safety protocols.
But we didn't limit it though.
No, we
That's
did not
the key.
limit it, that's right.
Yeah, and so what it is this every other seating right now, every other row is closed, but it will be open if needed.
Yes.
Okay? Because the bottom line of it is that, there is no seating limiting capacity, but we're trying to make it to where we can spread out, where we can social distance. And so in all of those conference schools, you know what I'm saying, they've implemented the same thing, Now, so you're going to be asked to wear a mask, okay? All right. You're going to be asked to wear a mask, okay? You're standing in line, you're getting ready to pay money, we've got a worker there, you know what I'm saying? Help them out. Wear your mask, you know what I'm saying? You go to the concession stand, you go to the restroom, read the signs. There's limitations, of the number of people, in the restrooms at any given time, That's just for safety, for social distancing, okay? You get up in the stands, you want to wear your mask, wear it. You want to take it off, okay? That part becomes a recommendation. But when you're entering in, and all right, and when you come in to our gymnasium on the west side, behind the scorer's table, that's going to be the visiting team's bleachers, okay? The east side, across from the scorer's table, that's going to be the home side, okay? Please don't intermingle. We've got places set up for, like in our elementary games, when the visiting teams are coming, they're going to keep their ball team. Of course, we know they're going to go to the concession stand, but they're going to keep their kids, in a general area. We're going to keep our kids in a general area. And so anyway, but the big thing is, visiting schools, whenever their coaches are going to do these player wellness checks, they're going to provide us with that information. We go visit somebody, it's the same thing. We're going to do, we're going to say that, we're going to tell them, hey, we've taken our kids' temperatures, our coaches' temperatures, and here's this document, and, all of them fell with under the 100-degree mark. So anyway, so there you go. You got, player wellness checks, temperature screening, you know what I mean? If you got a cough, maybe not. Let's don't be there, that type of thing. If you're too sick, for work, you're too sick for school, you're too sick for a ball game, don't be there, all right? They're making, different indications, about separate towels and water bottles, if you've got, 10 players, then, we're going to try to have 10 towels and 10 water bottles, that type of thing. That way we're not, sharing, that type of thing. Sanitizer. We can't stress enough about sanitizer. Wash your hands and sanitize your hands when you can, okay? And then, that's for the fans as well, temperature screens at the admission gate. Again, stay at home, wear your mask, you know what I'm saying? Wear your mask if you, recommend, waiting in line, coming in line, in the concession stand, going to the restroom, you sit in stands, if you want to wear it, but if you don't, that's fine at that point, okay? And remember, this isn't something that, that we're imposing on people. It is something that is designed to help us stay healthy during the midst of a global pandemic. And so we're just following what the CDC guidelines are. Social distancing, of course, families can stay together, and then limit the number of people in the restrooms. All fans will utilize the front entrances. Encourage parents to exit the gym. Now, that's going to be a key thing, okay? There's going to be, I believe it's 15 minutes going to be placed on the clock at the end of a ball game. Clock goes on, you got 15 minutes, we want you out, okay? Now, you may be waiting for your child or whatever. If it's a high school kid, just wait in the parking lot. If it's an elementary kid, we understand, but we're going to try to get them in and get them out. That way that gives us time to sanitize and to clean, because we, good possibility we'll be using the gym tomorrow, after tonight's contest. So we want people out, we got to sanitize, we got to clean it, get them in that way, because we'll be using it tomorrow, all right? So anyway, there you go. That's a lot of that. Now let me tell you about this, all right? Both these documents can be found on the Heavener Public Schools website. It's under the COVID-19 heading on the website. You click it, and then you'll see Black Diamond Conference rules. That's for the players and the coaches and stuff. And then there'll be another one down there that talks about fans. And you can read it. The guidance is very similar. The guidance is very, very similar.
They're also posted in the gym.
And it's posted in the gym. There you go. Great, yeah. And but here's the thing right here, and it's 10 minutes. I'm sorry, I said 15. Yeah, it's 10 minutes after the game is completed. Yeah. But here's the thing that's pretty nifty about this. Out of those 6 conference schools, every one of them has posted their seating occupancy or their capacity, okay? Maybe a game or two that you look on there, you may not want to attend, you know what I'm saying? Hartshorn 1,200, Heavener 1,050, Stigler 1,200, Tallahassee 1,850, Wilburton 1,600. Those are all big venues. You know what I'm saying? Going to have plenty of room to social distance. I'll just tell you. All right. One school though is going to be a little tough. One member school is going to be tough. That's Pecola 400. All right, 400. Now, and that's the key. If you want to go to Pecola, by all means, you have every right to go, but you might want to consider that, you know what I'm saying, because that is a smaller venue. That's going to be a smaller venue. That's going to be one that's going to be, and that doesn't matter whether it's an elementary game, junior high game, or a, high school game. It's still 400, so it's a smaller venue, and those are placed. So that's why we put this out there, so you can be informed, so you can make that decision whether you want to risk it. Do you want to go out there and, and it's heavily crowded? I don't know, but I'm just telling you, it's on there. And it's on there for a reason, for you to be able to decide, do I want to do I want to go to Pecola, during this game, because that's a small venue. So anyway, have I missed anything? No?
I don't think so. I think we covered most of it.
All right, sounds good. All right, moving right along. You've heard about the flu clinic. That's tomorrow at 9 o'clock. It's in the cafeteria. Permission forms at each office. And it's also downloadable and printable on the website, okay? It's under documents and then under forms, all right? Be sure to, and that's for the flu, all right? Be sure to, if you want to participate in that, get that to them, so they'll have it. Looking ahead in the calendar, on November the 18th, that was a day that was going to be on the calendar, on the school calendar. It was a day that was going to be a virtual education day for all students that are traditional. Okay, now if you're a virtual kid, you already are virtual, but on November the 18th, that was going to be one of our monthly virtual days. Well, we are going to change that day. November the 18th is going to be a in-school, on-site, in-person traditional day at Heber Public Schools, okay? So just make a note of that. I'm sure we'll talk about it every Thursday, every week, between now and November the 18th. But anyway, that is now going to be an in-person traditional day, okay? And then kind of back jumping there just a little bit, November the 11th, that's going to be our Veterans Day Assembly. It begins at 10 a.m. That's going to be held virtually again, kind of like your Rise and Shine. Is that correct? And then we'll broadcast that out to all of our students, our classrooms, also the general public. But our veterans are still welcome to attend, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have it set up kind of like a dinner theater that night where we'll have our program. The veterans and their spouses and families can be social distance. They're going to be sitting at tables, and then we're going to serve in that gymnasium as well. We'll serve the food there, and it's a great collaboration between our elementary and high school. They take turns. One year the elementary puts on the program, high school decorates, and then the next year high school puts the program on, elementary decorates, and I believe this year it's elementary program, high school decorations. So we're looking forward to that. We're just going to do it just a little bit different. It's still going to be an awesome celebration, awesome recognition for the men and women of our community and of our area. Something that we're very thankful for is the veterans that has made us free, that we're able to do what we are able to do. And so anyway, and then let's see here. Of course, y'all talked about the band royalty. I think they're going to start lining up at 6. Is that right, Mr. Craig?
That's
and then
correct.
the program's going to start at
That's correct.
right? Is that right?
6:15 wasn't it?
6:15,
Yeah,
I think.
Well,
Yeah.
right.
Yes,
Six,
around
seven.
6:15, yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
So I think they want them there at 6 o'clock, but anyway, it is band royalty tomorrow night, so we're excited about that. It is also Pink Out Night, little conjunction, we got little things there, but it's gonna be a really neat evening. That is Pink Out Night. That's where you're asked to wear pink, or if you're gonna be with the band royalty, you can wear purple too, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, but wear your pink, because that is, October is it specifically Breast Cancer Awareness Month, or is it just Cancer Awareness Month?
I think it's breast cancer.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we're going to celebrate all cancer survivors, you know what I'm saying? And so that's going to be tomorrow, and that'll be all throughout the night as we go through. And then let's see here. We've been blessed, here at Heber Public Schools. We got notification today that we get to pick up a few more of the personal protective equipment supplies that's been funded by our state. And so we're appreciative of our governor and our legislators and for providing that for us too. So we're gonna get to be able to pick that up tomorrow. Everything, if we get everything lined out. But anyway, those supplies are needed. We're excited, and we're thankful to have them, and we put them to good use. And then just a reminder, hey, when you're like me, I'll give you, for instance, we come back from the fall break, and I had my mask. I've always got my mask. I've always got it around my, on the strap, stick it in my pocket. Got my hand sanitizer. Boy, I'm just rolling every day. And then all of a sudden I get into a fall break, and guess what? I get out of routine. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not coming to school. I've got my mask. I've got a different mask. I've got a mask in my vehicle, and if I go to the store, I can put it on. But if I don't ever go to the store and I'm just around the house, I don't ever dig it out. Well, so it takes a little bit of time. Well, here's where we're at right now. We want to remind everybody, okay, that we still have masks, that we want you to wear, whether it be in the halls, transportation, gymnasium, places like that. Once they get to the classroom, they can take it off. But any other area when transition, we want you to wear a mask. You need to wear a mask, okay? Again, just a reminder, if you have been around or exposed to the COVID-19, please don't come to school. If you've been tested, don't come to school until you know the results, okay? And then if you do get results and they happen to be telling you that you're quarantined or that you're positive, please reach out to the office or Nurse Jamie, and specifically Nurse Jamie, okay? She needs to know. That way we can make sure that you're covered in the computer on your absences and things, okay? And so anyway, and then, hey, I'm so proud that when we come back, our little kids, they just get in front of the temperature screening kiosk and they just know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, you know, we were all having anxiety attacks at the beginning of that, you know, when that first started because, you know, it was like, oh my, you know, and they're just trying to get them in and trying to learn. And man, after about a week, now they just click through there and they know how to do it. So anyway, well, what else? Craig, do you have any questions? No? No questions? All right. What else do we have? Can y'all think of anything else?
Can't think of anything right now.
Anything else? Can't think of anything Mr. Rawls asked about. Can you?
I cannot.
No. So anyway, well, guys, hey, you know it's gonna be a good time this fall, this winter. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it's hard to believe that you know we're already almost complete with October, but you know, but we do want everybody to realize, you know, that hey, you know, Heber Public Schools is here. You know, we're here. And we want everybody to come back to us. If you've been out there, you know, if you're one of our virtual kids, awesome. You know, if you've been one of our students and you went to, you know, another direction, you know, with one of these online companies, just know that, you know, we're ready for you to come back to us. We're ready to help you succeed, be successful in your education, you know, and so it's time for you to come back. Anything else? All right, guys. We appreciate it. Thank y'all. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you.